everybody! Welcome to Painting Happy Little Minis. I'm Gretchen.
And I'm Dave.
And today we are painting miniatures from Cyberpunk minis by Monster Fight Club.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Check it out. Wait, you get two over there? I've just got the
two.
one.
I have two. Leona loves me more.
She does. But honestly, if you've been paying attention for the last couple of years, that was obvious. What? Now she's walking through the studio.
I was like, you've told my secret. No.
Look, yep, she's going to move the camera right off me.
Yeah.
Screw you, Dave, she says. Screw you.
Oh, that was flashy. But yes, and
Yep.
we're sponsored by Vallejo paints today, so we are only going to be using Vallejo.
Woohoo! Cool. I have lots of them here, ready to go. But yes, I think we're painting up the combat zoners from
Yes,
Cyberpunk.
I have a nifty little card.
Cool.
I have everything
well.
over here. They are the Combat Zoners A. So I have Combat Zoner 1 and Zoner 2, and I'm guessing you have Zoner Grenade Launcher.
Yep.
That
Zoner
would
3, obviously. No,
No,
I got the one with
that is Zoner Grenade Launcher 1.
Zoner Grenade Launcher 1?
Yeah.
Okay. The number 1 grenade launcher.
Yep.
Fantastic. But
Exactly.
yes, so I'm pretty excited about that. It should be pretty cool. Yeah, let's do that. I'll turn on the... where is it?
Hey, everyone in the chat. Hey, Josh. Hey, Sumkey. Hey, Kat. At work taking a break.
There we go.
We specifically made a time after work for everyone.
Well, Cat's on the West Coast.
I don't know how time zones work. Other than that, they're different. I don't know in my brain what that correlates to.
Right now, it's 4:06 p.m. for Cat.
Oh, that's not awful.
No,
That's
but
not,
she'd
that's
be at
not
work.
like England. I remembered. I do remember that in England it's like nighttime.
Yeah, for Roger, it is 12:06 a.m.
That's exciting.
In the morning.
Midnight snack and mini painting.
Mini painting, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely mini painting.
Mini painting and midnight snacks. It has a good alliteration. So,
Excellent.
will it be a puntastic show?
Yes.
Maybe. Yes. Probably. Usually.
Oh, Cyberpunky Brewster. Sorry. I just threw that in. I wonder if that is that a reference to your jacket?
Oh,
I think so.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I like this jacket. Also, I'm cold 90%. If I could come in here in a onesie pajama situation, I would probably do that. And though I know no one would technically stop me from doing that, I feel like you're already silently judging me.
Silently? I thought I was saying
Your
that out
eyes,
loud.
your eyes are very your eyes aren't silent. You're just sitting there like, what is this onesie situation?
No, I was actually thinking of an ad that I saw yesterday for an amazingly terrible thing.
Oh.
It's like the buddy blanket or something like
Oh
that.
my god, I would love that.
So not only is it like an enormous blanket poncho kind of deal, but it has like little pockets at the side that you put your feet in so that you can sit down and be completely wrapped.
That's the best. I am like cold all the time.
Right.
I'm just evolved that way. I'm secretly a lizard person.
Okay.
But we all knew that.
Yes. If you've been paying attention for the last 2 years.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I am 3 velociraptors in a trench coat. So it's technically not lizards, technically dinosaurs. Let's be real, theropods. But I get cold really easy, and so my fiance, like last Christmas, maybe another Christmas ago, bought me a heated blanket, which I have not removed myself from except for going to work. But it has a preheating option, like an
Okay.
oven.
Preheating?
Yeah. So every time I'm getting ready for bed, I'm like, gotta preheat, gotta.
Wow. I'm going to climb in now and just bake for 4 hours.
He doesn't like it as much because he overheats.
Right.
And I also have a weighted blanket on top of that, so I just become a perfect little burrito of warmth.
Speaking of terrible things to see on TV, my youngest daughter Lucy actually has a tortilla blanket
Oh, I love those.
Just
yeah.
enormous round.
You could just
like-
become. I call it my
Yep.
cocoon. Like
Right.
I'm in a cocoon. I'm metamorphosizing. Don't interrupt. I'm becoming a butterfly.
What's the is there a Mexican dish that uses the tortilla where the tortilla isn't actually folded at all or rolled?
Yeah, I
Or
believe
tucked.
so. Like there's
Just
the
like-
quesadilla.
It's just I guess quesadilla could work. Yeah.
Yeah.
So imagine a quesadilla with only one side to it. And my daughter has a big lump of cheese in the middle. That would be her. That's what she
I
does
too
with
am
it.
a big clump of cheese in the burrito.
Tostada? But yes. Very cool.
Before you get too far,
Yep.
I was wondering if you wanted to talk about your plans for your minis.
Oh, that's
Plans?
it. Leona, thinking ahead. Quick, make a plan. I'm going. I am gonna see about painting this jacket kind of in a camo pattern because I
Okay.
think that would look nifty, and I've never done it before. So, what better time to try something new than live and on camera?
You can do it like a Ravens camo pattern.
You know, I've already painted green.
Oh, okay. Maybe not then. Maybe not then.
And then I was gonna do probably maybe like a red shirt and either some khakis or some dark denim.
Okay.
Very like work, like they're they got the ski masks on, they're working.
Very utilitarian.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, we're gonna figure that out. And
Okay.
this guy probably has a better jacket for it because he has nothing on the back, and she has something on the back. But I've committed, so
You'll
here
go
we
with it.
go. Yeah, that's the only plan I have. Your turn. Share with the class.
I have nothing to share. No, I think so on my dude here, my combat grenade launcher 1. Where are we? Here we go. Let's see if we can maybe zoom in a little bit, but wrong way. So he's got the grenade launcher up over his shoulder there. We have a pair of they're actually very baggy, particularly in the rear here, very baggy pants. So I think I'm going to go with a more of like a military surplus sort of clothing style there. Josh says, "Don't paint a red shirt. Do you want your character to die?" I
Phil just realized it was you. You are the Dave Taylor.
Who just realized
Phil
that?
Phil S. Knight. Phyllis Knight. Phil S. Knight. I don't know.
Okay.
I can't
All
read.
right. Yep. Cool.
I lost the ability. Yeah, this is the real Dave, not any of those knockoff Daves.
Oh, it's one of the Daves.
Yeah, there's.
It's one of the Daves you know. But we've gone over that before.
It's our favorite Dave.
I think that's actually a great idea there, Josh. I am going to give this guy a red shirt.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'll get a red. He's got a red sort of long sleeve shirt there. He's going to get a black vest. It looks like it's kind of armored at the back there. So I think that would be good, and probably a like a black Kevlar helmet as well. So, and then it's got to work out what color his mask is going to be. Should it be like my mask? Ta-da.
Might
Or-
do it
oh,
blue just to
my
mix it
mask.
up.
Or should I go for Gretchen's mask?
Well, my mask has patterns on it.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't see
there
that.
we go.
We come in masks, and then we sit down when there's a plexiglass between us that you can't see, but we can. It's like being at the zoo, except with each other. And
Wait, who's on which side?
Don't say that.
but mine has
No.
reindeer and
Safety.
snowflakes on it. So if you want to give them a reindeer and snowflaked, and the reindeer are plaid, by the way.
Okay.
There's
Plaid
a lot of detail on
That
there.
is a lot of detail.
You can show under the close cam if you want. I don't know if you want to.
I mean, I could. if you want to see my
It's so
beautiful
cute.
little,
I love it.
it's festive.
Yeah.
But if you want to attempt that, by all means.
I'll pass. I might pass. I'll go for something a little bit more simple. We'll see how much time we've got,
It might throw the aesthetic off a little bit.
possibly. But that would be fun.
I think that'd be actually kind of funny. Like, where'd you get your ski mask?
Yeah.
Real quick, I just wanted to say thank you to M Pop for subscribing to us on Twitch.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Excellent.
hey.
So much.
Welcome, M-Pop. Thank you.
Hello to James. Thanks for joining.
Cool. Hey, James. Hey, everybody. Oh. I can't quite see it against the blue background. I'm sorry. We've got a blue background here. Blue text. I feel like Gretchen just saying
Yeah,
this.
you gotta squint. One day I'll get glasses again.
Cool.
Until
But,
then, you just.
Yes. Hi, James. Hi, Phil. We said hi to Josh and Kat already. Hi, Byron. And, yes, Leona is the zookeeper.
Leona is the zookeeper for sure.
There's a,
She gives us
fantastic-
enrichment.
Yeah. There's a fantastic series on the Discovery Channel, I think. I can't remember what it's called. It might just be called The Zoo. But it's about the Bronx Zoo in New York. Have you seen that at all?
I have not seen it. I'd probably love it.
You would. You would definitely love it. For sure. But they also visit the Central Park Zoo and the Prospect Park Zoo in New York, in Manhattan and Brooklyn. But yeah, definitely worth checking out. There we go.
No, I don't have a dinosaur mask currently.
At least not one that's like COVID appropriate.
No, not one that's COVID appropriate. Maybe it might keep people 6 feet back. All of my masks I typically get from my other job, which is working in a lab. So
Yeah.
they're all. That's as festive as they get.
Oh, wait. Oh, I know what it is. I thought these pants were just really super baggy in the like butt area,
Oh.
but they're not. It's a it's like they've got another shirt tied around their waist,
Oh, they do. I see it.
like a long sleeve shirt. Is that what it is?
They have a
Yeah.
long sleeve. I see the knot. Yep.
Okay, great.
Do you want me to show you the picture?
No, it's okay. I'll make it up as I go along.
This is
The
the blind
old-
leading the blind. It's fine.
Yeah. Absolutely fine. There we go. Now just got to work out where this along this line should be the shirt. What color should I make that shirt? If I've got green for the pants, red for the shirt that he's wearing.
I think that's where the plaid should come in, really.
You think I should do a plaid shirt wrapped around
Yeah.
his waist?
Flannel.
Okay. Maybe that'll be the red one then. Let's go with that. And then I'll do like a light gray
That sounds good.
undershirt kind of thing. Sounds good. Let's go with that. Okay, so what
Hey,
what
Thomas?
what base are you base green are you using there?
Oh, I am using flat green.
Light green.
It seemed like just a good green. Just a general green, a Kermit green.
Cool.
And if I'm going to be doing a camo pattern over top of it, then it lets me choose a darker and a lighter and probably a black or a tan without getting too muddied up.
Right.
Oh, it went dark, Leona.
No.
The TV went dark.
Oh, Dave Shrimp says he's going to be working on the Kraken from Reaper. which is
We
very
can
cool.
see you on the other TV.
Yeah, we can see on the big monitor, not on the little monitor. There we go.
Haha. Okay, that's weird.
That's weird.
And Byron asked, did Leona win Powerball last night?
Yes.
No. I'm going to guess no is the answer. She hasn't told us that she has. Maybe she's waiting until the end of the show before she quits. I hope not. But, well, I hope that you won and that you won't quit.
Thanks.
How about, yeah, let's go with that. There we go.
We just come into work and Leona's like, so I bought the show. I have some ideas.
Fantastic. That'd be great.
We're too quiet. How are we too quiet?
We are too quiet. We kind of took a pause there. And there was
It
a little,
sounds fine on my end.
yeah. I thought it was more sort of description of the
Oh, thanks
the
for
pause that we
joining,
put.
David.
Hey, David. Cool. Thanks for
Can't
coming in
stick
and saying
around, but
hi.
Thanks for stopping by.
Excellent. So,
Also, earlier, James said they were working on Trimaran and the Falling Star.
That
Okay.
sounds cool. I don't know what
Did
that
I
is,
pronounce
but
that
it
right?
sounds cool.
the Falling Star is it's the ship from Wizkids.
Yeah, like the really
the-
big
the
one.
boat, the big boat.
Okay, I do know what that
they
is.
released,
Never
A
mind.
couple of years ago. Yeah. Very cool. I think was it James? Were you the one working on that large multi-decked ship? I'm pretty sure it was James. Let's get to say hey to Stuart Lacey.
Oh, hey, Stuart. Stuart's my buddy. Stuart is another sword fighter.
Cool.
I'm just slowly sneaking them
Accumulating
in
them all.
Welcome,
to everything.
swordsman.
Yeah, that's just like one day you're gonna come in. It's gonna be swords.
At the
It's
end, you
just-
need to challenge them. You need to pick one of them to challenge for a virtual duel.
I don't know how that would work. Is it Yu-Gi-Oh now?
I'm not
I
sure.
can't play Yu-Gi-Oh. I can only duel one kind of way, and it's not with cards.
Roll the cards? Okay.
No.
That's fine. We'll work out another way.
I did used to run back when I used to work in the schools, I was the sponsor for the Yu-Gi-Oh club, though.
Cool.
Because they didn't have any teachers that would sponsor them. So the students were like, that Miss Settle, she looks like a nerd. And they were right. But I still don't know how to play
You a
Yu-Gi-Oh.
nerd!
I still don't know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, though.
The worst kind of nerd. No.
I was gifted a deck even. It was great. The kids were
Lovely.
awesome.
That's cool.
Gretchen, did you see Sumkey's comment? He said, I'm sure Stuart thinks people can dual wield. I'm sure Stuart has feelings.
Quite possibly.
Depending on the weapon, I'm pretty sure Stuart does too.
So if you're saying the weapon is like a dagger,
You
dual-wielding
can
is
dual
fine.
wield rapier and dagger, sword and buckler, pistol and saber in Stuart's case.
Cool. Very cool.
There's lots of things.
There
You can
are.
get creative.
But just not long swords, not dual long swords.
Listen, look at this guy. He's still here.
He's still
And he looks so
I
uncomfortable.
know, I left him because I
Okay.
just thought it was funny.
Just so uncomfortable, and he's cutting off his own ear. And I stand by that.
Maybe the dual wielding has driven him mad.
He's
I think that's it. That's
So, Gretchen,
probably-
what color did you add just now?
I'm gonna say I used flat earth to go with my flat green.
There you go. Oh wait, are you gonna use flat red later on?
There is a flat
There is
red
a
right
flat
here,
red?
and
Yep.
I can use it for her shirt. Now I will.
Excellent.
We're just picking very simple and flat colors, apparently. I gave her khaki pants.
Cool. I think I'm going to switch that. Should I talk about the colors I've been using?
Probably.
Probably. Okay. So first up, wrong way. There we go.
You can do it, Dave.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
I'll get used to it eventually. So the olivey green here is from the model color range is U.S. dark green. So I use this a lot when I'm painting U.S. World War II troops. So that's a really good one there. So U.S. dark green. And I'm just doing some highlighting now, mixing in some uniform green, which is a lot brighter. It's almost like that flat green that you've got over there. So mixing some of that. That's from the model color Panzer Aces range from Vallejo. And I'm just about to pour out some ivory. Yeah. My favorites. And I'm going to mix this in, a little bit of this in with the uniform green to get a final nice, there we go. Light highlight color for some of the really sharp sort of folds that they've got on the pants here. Looks wonderfully extreme in the on the camera, but not so much in real life. Not as extreme.
Not as what?
Hmm?
I think you should do that one more time.
Not as extreme. Probably should have my head up for that.
Oh.
Oh,
Leona handled it.
nice
We're
one.
good.
Just some fun in the
Look.
chat. It's fine.
Okay.
This is a
Oh.
place for miniatures.
A
Yes,
mini painting
indeed.
paradise.
Indeed. Speaking of paradises,
Oh.
it's not quite a paradise, but it's a really nice place to go anyway. On Sunday, my family we went to Longwood Gardens,
Oh.
which
Sounds
is
nice.
a lovely big set of gardens, really. Like big sprawling gardens. It's the
I
only way to
wasn't
put it, really.
expecting it. I was thinking, when you said gardens, I was thinking
Like
desert.
basement.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Something not
That
gardening.
desert basement, that, you know.
I know, I'm just short on words tonight. I would have had a better word, I'm sure. But yes, so it's very cool garden. It's all part of the grounds of Pierre Dupont's house and grounds. But
Sounds really lovely, though.
it's been around for like over 100 years. They do fantastic stuff. For Christmas, like I guess over December and January, really, they have a light show, or like just light arrangements that they put up, which are very cool. But
How
Josh says he's been to Longwood.
do you deal with a 10-foot whip? Why, James? Are you having difficulties?
Can you dual wield?
Can you do it? I've never had to fight Indiana Jones. So I
Well-
don't know the answer to that question.
I would say, well, if you're going for when I hear the words dual wield, I think two of the same.
But no, the
Wait.
question was just how do you deal with a 10-foot whip, not how do you dual wield it.
Yeah.
Like, how do you use a whip? How you would find someone who knows how to use it and ask them that question.
You do it twice.
Yeah, I am not. I don't know how to use a bullwhip. Never had to. Hope I don't need to on the fly. That would suck.
Yeah. I think it's pretty. It's fairly straightforward
I think you just
to get the crack.
Yeah. I have a friend who was able to do it. Apparently, it's not that easy though.
Well, if you
Like-
as long as you say the words as you're
As
doing
long
it,
as you just say
it's
it.
so much easier.
If I had to fight someone who was using a whip, I would try to remember every single Catwoman episode that I've ever seen and movie, and hope that it would just help me.
Nice.
Because I've snapped someone with a towel. I haven't snapped anyone with a towel. I in fact don't know how to do that either. I have a limited set of abilities, and they are the like barbarian set of abilities. I can fight with a sword. I can punch. I can grapple someone. I can ride a horse. But
But not so strong on the rogue abilities.
yeah,
of
the
cracking
rogue
a whip
ability.
and whipping somebody with a towel.
I did break into my own house once
Okay.
while intoxicated,
Well,
which
that-
I felt was a rogue ability. But not like a normal one that I just have access to.
Okay. When you say you broke in, you didn't like.
I picked the lock with a bobby pin.
Okay, that's wow. That's amazing.
I've never been able to do it before. I've only been able to do it once, and it was only while drunk, and I can't do it again.
I hope you changed that lock.
I moved out.
Okay.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Yep, I
does not
was
seem
at a
secure.
bachelorette party and we got back and we were locked out and I was like, I got this, guys. I've seen it on TV. And lo and behold, I did have that.
Fantastic. You and MacGyver.
But yes, unfortunately, I leveled up more in like barbarian fighter talents than in my rogue ones. And at the end of the day, I'm here entertaining all of you, so I'm a bard.
I guess, yeah. So that tracks.
All of these are useful skills to master before I get married. No, it's okay. I torture my fiance just because I'm chronically cold, so I go up and I just touch him with my frigid, scary icicle fingers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sumkey says, later we learned the bobby pin didn't do anything to the already unlocked door.
No, it actually, it did, because other people tried to, it was locked for all people, not just me. I've kicked down a door before that was locked in a different place where I was locked out, and
When you said broke in, that's what I thought you meant. I was going to say,
I've
that's
had
not
to do that
rogue at all.
once.
That's totally barbarian.
Yeah, no, I had to do that once. But I had to get in, and it was. That's what see, I'm a Renaissance person. I don't just punch things. Sometimes you have to scale a balcony because you forgot your keys.
Right.
I was able to, in my first apartment I ever owned when I was like 19, I was very scatterbrained and I would forget my keys on a regular basis, but I was on the second floor and so I never left my balcony unlocked and I could scale the balcony and get into my house under a minute. We timed me.
Wow.
Because you don't need to remember your keys when you can parkour. That's right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Totally.
I lock doors now. And I've not
goodness.
scaled a balcony since. There's been no
There's been no need to?
Yeah.
That's good.
I have random abilities. I don't have
Also, real quick,
Roll
I want to
D20.
just...
yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can do things. Sometimes I cannot.
Cool.
I just wanted to
Good
say
luck.
hi to Sean and Don real quick. Thanks for joining us.
Cool.
We missed you earlier. A lot of people have been chatting, so
Yes.
sometimes it's easy to get lost.
Yep. Sorry about that.
Gretchen has a climbing
Maybe.
Fantastic.
Uh,
Wait, was it last week that I told the story about falling from
falling
a parking structure?
No.
Okay.
You did not tell. When did you fall
Have I
from
not
a
told
park?
that story?
No, you haven't. You haven't, and now I'm like I get into shenanigans all the time. It's expected of me. People are like, "Oh yeah, Gretchen doing the weird thing. How did you fall off a parking thing?"
Wow. That's a pretty good story if anybody wants to hear it. Does anybody want to hear it? Does anybody know how I
Yes,
fell
I'm
apart?
invested
I got this
now.
scar here.
I would
What?
say wait for the chat.
I don't have cool scar stories. No, I mean, I have scar stories, but they're not that interesting.
Yeah. Nice. Cool. Yes, Gretchen is secretly he's our monkey girl.
I am not as skilled with a rapier as Zorro is.
Excellent.
I've won tournaments more for grappling than I have for sword fighting. I'm like an average sword fighter, but
Yeah.
I'm like a slightly above average wrestler.
Okay.
So
If you want to hear Dave's story, put some thumbs up in the chat.
tell us the story. Tell us the tale.
The tale of falling from a parking structure. And I don't just mean like a old garage in somebody's backyard or anything like that. A legitimate one that holds like hundreds of cars.
Tell us the story of how it all happened.
Does anybody want to know? I'm not sure.
I want to know. People in the chat want to know.
That's what I meant. Anybody in the really real world.
Yes,
Rather than
look.
just in that little
Look at it.
thing.
And am I not real? Am I a figment of your imagination come to haunt you?
Sometimes I'm not sure. I can't tell.
I just if you say Gretchen in a mirror 3 times and throw some glitter in the air, I appear to haunt you while you paint miniatures. Just antagonize nonsense.
How did you know? That's exactly how it happened.
The chat has spoken. They would like the story.
They would like the story? Okay, cool. Okay, so a long, long time ago, in a country far, far away, I was an area manager for Games Workshop. So I looked after several stores in the Sydney area. One evening, the store was closed. We were doing inventory, and it was taking us a long time because we had a lot of miniatures in that store. So fairly, what's the word I'm looking for? Very laborious task going through there. We'd told the security folks at the mall that we were going to be late, that we probably expected we were going to be like after midnight. It actually ended up around 1 a.m. when we finished. So by that time I'd sent the staff off, and I was just doing the final wrap-up, sending the final numbers through to head office and getting ready to leave. And I walked out of the mall, across the footbridge to the parking garage, to then go down the stairs and go to the exit. The security said that they were going to leave open, to leave unlocked. And I got down to the exit, and it was locked. So I came back up, walked back across the footbridge to the mall, knocked on the door, waved in front of the cameras. But by that point, everything was locked, everything was turned off, lights were out, all that sort of thing, and I was on my own. So I walked back across, walked around, tried to work out what I was doing, what was going on, how I could escape, rather than being stuck there for the next 7 hours until they opened up. And I looked over the side of this bridge, and there was a sign. And I thought, oh, I can climb out onto this metal sign and lower myself down, and I can drop, and I'll probably only have to drop about 5 feet. Which you can do, right? Particularly somebody
Technically, you can.
Cat-like Gretchen, you can totally fall that far.
Yeah, 5 feet. That's
But,
how tall I am. Oh, almost a tall.
It was one of those moments where I climbed out. I climbed over the thing, and I climbed onto the sign. And at that point, I sort of perched on the sign.
I never said
like
you could
this.
land.
Well, I did land, but I perched on the sign there. I realized I didn't have enough upper body strength to sort of lower myself down slowly.
Oh, no.
And that's when I slipped and rapidly fell, hit my chin here on the corner of the sign.
That's going to bleed a lot.
It knocked my head back, of course.
You terrify the guard that finds you.
It knocked me out. And I came to as my head hit the ground.
Oh, no.
And I was like, because the wind had been knocked out of me. And
Well, that's
yeah.
a worst feeling.
So, yeah, one of the first thoughts after I realized that I was alive and that I could move all of my limbs was, oh my God, I'm glad nobody saw that. But, and then I sort of slowly got up and I walked towards my car. And as I'm walking towards my car, I'm feeling the cool breeze on my, cool evening breeze at 1:30, 2 o'clock this time on my face. But my neck felt very warm.
Oh, no.
And yeah, by that time, the blood had come down and I
Yep.
was starting to soak my T-shirt.
You were terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just coming from that one point. So it looked like a failed zombie kill or something like that. But yeah, then I went home and, well, actually, when I got to my car, I got some napkins, much like these napkins. Held them like that, drove home, and went to bed. Because I was silly. I was young. I was 23 at the time. So, yeah, then I got up the next morning, had to go back to the store anyway to make sure, do some random checks when the folks from head office called through. And then when the other staff arrived, they said, Dave, what happened to you? Why are all these Band-Aids on your chin? And I said, come with me. So we walked out to the footbridge, and we looked over the side at the sign.
Oh, no.
And there was a little semicircle of blood
Oh,
and some little marks, like drag marks, in the dust at the sign.
oh no. Oh no.
I have never climbed since anywhere.
I would tree myself whenever I was a child quite often.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
You climb all the way up, and then you
I
get
would
back.
climb up the tree, and then I could not get back down again, so I would have to yell. I would yell for my dad to come get me.
Right.
And then eventually my dad got tired of it, and he was like, "No, you got yourself up there. You have to get yourself down."
Yeah. I've been in that situation. Like, not me being in the tree, but being the dad who's yelling at, Dad, help me out. You can do it.
Josh Potter says, and now we know why the GW staff shirts were red.
Yep, totally. It
Double
hid the
KO,
blood well.
I agree.
Yep.
That's funny. Well,
It-
we're
it-
very
it
glad
was
that
pretty
you
much-
are alive now and well.
Somebody says chin up, it will get better. Yes. You can
Blood for
can't.
the blood god.
Yes. You almost can't see the scar anymore. But yes, it was a pretty amazing time. I was young and stupid.
Real quick, before we look at some minis, could we
Yep.
check in with you, Gretchen, see what you've been doing so far?
Yeah, I kept up with the theme and added flat blue to their ski mask.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really bright. I'm gonna have to go back through with the darker blue and definitely make that a little darker. But I'm just going with black, and I'm painting the shoes and the gloves and the gun, and I'll probably paint the accessories, the belt and the little thigh pouch holster. I guess that's the gun holster. It doesn't look the right size to be the gun holster, but I'm gonna guess that's what that is. And I can't tell if that's. I don't think those are.
So you've just been keeping it in the flat color range right now?
I'm just putting on base colors
Nice.
that are about what I want, and then I'm gonna go through and spend a lot of my time on the getting that camo print down on the jacket. And then if I have extra time on top of that, I'll start adding a lot of more details to everything else. So,
But you're also keeping everything in
Thanks.
the flat range of names.
yes,
Flat
'cause
brown.
that's where we're at now. That's
Flat green, flat red, flat blue. It makes it nice and easy to remember.
And how about you, Dave?
It's coming along pretty well. There we go. Just working on the shirt. I'd probably finished the pants, I'd say. I've got to come back and do some plaid work on the shirt. I'm just going to leave it red at the moment. But the white and grey of the shirt is almost done. On the elbows, there's some there are elbow pads on the elbows there, so I've got to go and paint those back in. Highlight those. I'll probably treat those the same way as the vest, so make those black with some grey highlights. But yeah, coming along pretty well. I think so. It's got a pouch on the side here. I would normally, I think, go through and paint that black, but I might have time to come back and do that as like a leather, like a brown leather kind of patch, which would be nice. But yeah, coming along pretty well. Okay. But did you say we're going to look at some minis now?
Yes, real quick, I just
Cool.
wanted to say one thing.
Yep.
These minis came unassembled, so I assembled them and I sprayed them with black, Corax
Right.
black, just so that everyone knows, because it might be a little deceiving.
Oh, because People
Some
might think they
people,
were
I don't
single
know.
piece.
I just want to let people know. I did prime them in black.
Right. Yep. Cool. Excellent. Okay.
All right, so now we are
Let's-
ready to look at some miniatures.
Got some minis from the
Let's look at
Penny Happy Little Minis Facebook group. Let's check them out. And we got first up, we have Chris Cox with a Wizkid's Human Paladin. Oh, Gretchen, do you have any thoughts on Wizkid's Human Paladins?
That guy is holding up a shield perfectly acceptably.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Just so it's high enough that he can just shunt it a little
Yeah,
bit
he
to
can
block
do
against
things.
blows against his head. And,
I don't know a whole lot about shields either.
but
I have approximate knowledge of some weaponry.
I think that's what he'd be able to do there.
It looks fine. It looks
Yeah.
fine. He has his sword, and he looks like he's getting ready to like walk into stuff.
Yep. To wade into stuff.
Yeah.
Into enemies. Yeah, I think he looks very cool, Chris. Yep. Particularly liking the nice clean line on his hair there.
Yeah, that
Dark
nice little
hair.
widow's peak. He looks like he has luxurious hair.
He does. Very luxurious. Yep, looking good, Chris. Nice work.
If there's one place to look good, it's the battlefield. So, I mean,
Sure. Oh, Chris Gorka, the Dreadmere fishing boat from Reaper Miniatures. That's looking very cool. Very nice. Nice dry brushing work on there to pull out that texture.
I like the desaturated color scheme.
Yeah.
It looks like it would be in a very like misty nighttime, not a sunshiny place.
Right. Yes. Yes. Some sort of underdark area. But I like the little the sort of Gorka signature of the little pop of color
Oh yeah.
over the back there. I'm guessing those are fish in the basket, Chris. But yeah, looking very cool. Nice work. Oh, Christine. We did see this. Is this I'm trying to remember. Looks like a halfling paladin. I think. You think?
Yeah.
Halfling paladin? Just the sort of the stocky nature of it, miniature wise. But no, this is looking really nice. I'm liking the sort of the bluish sheen over the armor. Looking quite cool. Got the very
Looks good with the contrast
Sort
of
of
that
polished.
kind of bronzy gold color.
the gold trim. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely looks good. And the yep, working well with the blue cloak there as well. Yep, great work all around, Chris. Looks nice. Oh, Clive is painting up some rat men.
Speaking of dual wielding.
Yeah, dual wielding. It's a fantasy rat man, so they can do what they like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think rats are strong, right?
Rats are very strong.
So if you were to scale them
super
up
smart.
to human size, they'd
Yeah.
be much stronger than humans, I think.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'd go with it.
let's go with that.
I assume anything that is scaled up to people size that's not supposed to be is utterly terrifying.
Like ants.
Regardless, I would just be like not fighting that.
Not finding that. Running
Okay.
away. Running away now. But yeah, no, this is looking really good. I'm liking the different all the different browns that Clive's got going on there. Looking cool. Nice one, Clive. Oh, Cornish Mikey. I think this is from Raging Heroes. But yeah, they have some
Yes,
very
I think so.
yeah. So it has some very wild and elaborate minis, and I think we've seen some of Cornish Mikey's paint jobs before with the sugar skull.
Yeah, that's
Face
impressive.
paint?
I feel like it's so hard to be able to get the sugar skull details as cleanly.
Yeah, yeah. I think Cornish Mikey's done some lot of practice work, but yeah, definitely coming along. Very cool. That's a great pose as well. Bam.
Oh yeah, very dramatic.
Yep. Nice work. Cool. Douglas De Stefano. This is cool. I'm thinking this is a cool. I don't know Is this Aiden? It says Aiden finished, but I'm guessing. So I don't know who Aiden is.
Okay, neither did I, but this was the only thing that he said.
Somebody in the chat will let us know, of course.
Tell us
But
who Aiden is.
I do know who Aiden is. But yeah,
Make more
definitely a
friends.
very cool looking Imperial trooper there. Not sure if it's a death trooper or something along those lines. But the droid as well is it's almost like the interrogation droid.
And the cracks on that basing look awesome.
Yeah, yeah, that's very
Are
nicely
those
done.
painted? They look painted. They look flat.
Yeah, I think it's might be done with like a textured paint. That
Yeah.
The more you slop it on, the larger the cracks are when it dries. But there we go. Knew somebody would know. Josh Potter says Iden Versio, protagonist from the latest Star Wars Battlefront game. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. It's, yeah, looking really good there. Loving that sheen. That black sort of evil Star Wars sheen. It's very cool. Excellent. Arizona Sith Lord says I'm a Special Forces Trooper for Inferno Squad. Battlefront 2. Very cool. Jason Kohler painting up the WizKids Black Dragon.
That looks really good. I like that bright, bright yellow.
Yep. And I like it because it contrasts with the purple.
This is in the dark.
Purple tint. Yep.
The almost black.
Yeah. But I'm loving the green in there as well. Yeah. It's almost I don't know if Jason's kind of really used it this way, but it's almost like it's like reflecting that the dragon has a sheen itself. and
Yeah,
it's
no,
reflecting
it
some of
definitely
that
looks like it has a sheen to it.
sort of the swampy ground that it's flying over. But yeah, it looks really nice. Great work there, Jason. Good one. Jody has painted up a cleric for their Pathfinder game. Yeah, looking nice here as well. Wonder where this guy's from.
I thought you would like this guy, Dave. A good
Yeah.
cleric.
Yeah, right. Is that what we established that I am?
Yeah, I thought that's what you said you played.
Oh, no, I have mainly played fighters and thieves.
Oh, really? I thought
Yeah.
you said you were a cleric. What am I thinking of? Clerics are fighters.
This is true. This is true. I'd probably rank myself more of a cleric now, but then again, I don't know. But no, this one's looking very cool. It's I love the Tetsubo that he's carrying there. The big studded club, looking very nice. And yeah, just looking good. I'm loving the highlighting as well on the belly. As somebody with a belly that's shaped just like that. It's nice to see the highlights there. But yeah, looking good. Nice work, Jody. Oh, cool. I think you'll like to see this one.
They're so cute.
Yep.
I love how that light blue looks like it's almost glowing.
Yeah. That looks very, very ethereal. I think Joel's done an awesome job with that. Is this a character from a video game? Or from an anime?
I'm not exactly sure. I don't think it
I'm not
is.
sure.
I think it's
Okay.
just a model.
Because I was going to say that there are elements of it that make me think, like whenever I think I don't know any Studio Ghibli stuff.
It's not a Studio Ghibli thing because I'd know that.
Sure, but that's what I was hoping when you looked at it, you go, oh, it's...
But if it's a nerdy thing, it's not a nerdy thing I follow.
Oh, okay. But
It's outside. It
am I
looks
wrong
like
that there's a lot of
something.
similarity to this? Maybe it's just that faceplate kind
Yeah.
of thing that I'm
Yeah,
thinking
no, it
of.
does look like something.
Okay, good. Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm not completely crazy or totally ignorant.
I just don't know what the something would be.
I think it's the faceplate. But no, I think Joel's done an awesome work here, and I love that the sort of orangey yellow in the face is linked directly to the basing. I think he's done a great job there. But yeah, nice work, Joel. Looks great. Oh my goodness. Jonathan Sturrock is working on a Gazgul Thraka.
Wow.
That model is huge. Huge. It's like this big. Maybe
That's
this big.
giant.
I'm not sure. Somewhere in there. Maybe about that sort of size. But yeah, so there's a lot of work in this one. And Jonathan's doing an awesome job so far. Looking very cool. I love the kind of those lines along the edges of the claw blades there.
Oh yeah, no,
Just to get-
it makes it sound. I feel like there would be a noise. I don't know why that makes me think that it would have a noise, but that line work to me.
That's because you've seen Edward Scissorhands. That's why you think it would make a noise.
But it's not all like line work that I feel like gives me that impression, or all metal things. Like
Sure.
I don't know. For some reason, I associate different things to different.
But no, I am loving that work along the edges of the claws there, Jonathan, and the red as well. Those red teeth around the front of Gazgul's face there. But yeah, awesome work. Definitely want to see this when it's finished. Okay. And that
Sorry,
is
we're
it.
that's
back.
it for now. Sorry.
And I have the majority of my
Your first mini?
yeah.
You're gonna be able
I'm
to do
starting
two
that
of them.
camo. Yeah.
Oh, you're starting
getting
the.
done,
Oh, you're
yeah.
gonna start the camo. Okay, that might
Yeah.
slow it down a
It'll
little
get
bit.
done.
But,
It'll happen.
Cool.
So what colors are you using for the camo?
So for the camo, I went back in with the tan and the black, and I started making little tiny smudges all along the back. And I wasn't really uniform with anything because it is camo, and that's very like blobby. Technical term there.
Very much so.
So I just kind of went however I fancied with it, and just tried to evenly disperse my blobs. Again, technical term. And then I'm going back now with, I'm getting away from the flat colors, olive green, because that is a slightly lighter color, and I could have just mixed white into the flat green, but you know. And now I'm just going back through and I'm making more little blobs, and I kind of just want everything to be touching something else. I don't want them to look like spots, and I don't want them to, I kind of want them to overlap a little bit, because that's how camo
Yep.
works. But I want all of those colors to kind of happen, and I'm probably even doing it slightly cleaner, because I feel like such a small scale, if I were to make it overlap too much, it would look kind of muddled, and then you would lose the camo effect as much as you were putting it on.
Right.
But it's not looking bad so far, so yay.
That's cool.
Um,
One of the cool things as well with this being Cyberpunk is that you've got pretty much free reign as to how you're doing your camo pattern.
well,
You
I'm
don't have
not
to
gonna
mimic
get any
something else.
like I'm not gonna just slap on some mossy oak. That's definitely not happening.
Imagine if there was a paint that was mossy oak paint.
Could you? I would not know what to do. If someone was actually able to mimic like a pattern like that.
Pretty amazing.
That's a challenge mode. If you don't know your camo patterns, outside of like your typical kind of like blobby colors or like military colors, you get all like the hunter ones, and all the hunter camos just look like whatever foliage they're trying to hide in. I would not want to paint that.
No.
Though I'd be really impressed if any of you guys did. So go for it if you want a challenge.
Everyone should try it.
Likewise, like the Navy's camo pattern
Right.
is almost like pixelated.
Yep. The digital camo.
Yeah. I feel like that would be very difficult, and I just would not want to have to paint it.
Right. Actually, quite a while ago. Have you seen the movie Children of Men?
I have not.
Pretty sure it's called Children of Men. With Clive Owen as the
Nope.
protagonist. I'll tell you all about the movie later on, but in the movie there's some tanks and APCs, armored personnel carriers that are in a digital camo, and I really like when I saw that. I liked that digital camo so much. I then translated it to some models and did some tanks in that camo scheme. And
was that a fun time for you?
I haven't. As I said, I did that a long time ago, and I have not done a digital camo since, because it's a lot of work. A lot of work to get all those nice straight lines, put together across a textured surface. It can be really tough. Says the guy about to try and do a plaid shirt. Silly me.
Yeah, I could have done a plaid shirt.
Isn't it like a folded plaid shirt too?
Oh yeah, it's got.
That's what I thought was crazy
ripples and stuff.
when you're like, I'll paint it plaid, or Gretchen said plaid. I don't know.
Yeah, Gretchen said, "Why did you paint it plaid?" It's like, I can't back down from that.
Because to me, I'm like, but then the fabric is folding.
Yeah.
What?
I'm gonna just look it up.
Okay. And this,
Look
folks,
up a
it's never
plaid
cheating
design.
to use a reference.
Never cheating at all. Plaid.
Also, Kat might have already left, but so long, Kat. Thanks for joining.
Oh, bye, Kat.
We appreciate you.
Darn pesky customers. Yep. We'll catch you later. Okay. Yes. Oh, just as that period of military camo development is something we do not speak. But, let me... Images. I should have typed in a red plaid shirt. I'm sure I'll find it.
You could have done like a buffalo plaid. I think that's like the easiest one to do.
It does look like it should be pretty... If I do this one...
That's buffalo plaid.
Excellent.
I know my plaid stain.
It doesn't look anything like the source. That's why I was confused. No, okay, yeah, that'll be easy. Easier, at least. Okay. At the moment, I'm just, I think I'm going to do, just to break it up, while I think that the holster here for the sidearm and the straps holding it to the leg would probably be black. There'd be some sort of artificial fiber. I am going to paint them brown and do them as leather, just to give a bit of variety on the model. Because you can do that. As we said before, it's what do you call it? My mind's not like.
I don't know.
It's not real. It's science fiction. So we can make it up as we go along. There we go. Do that.
I realized we forgot to ask people at the beginning of the show what they've been painting.
Yeah, guys, what have you been painting?
You know what we've been painting? These guys.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk minis from Monster Fight Club. They are very cool. I'm getting more and more sort of drawn into the idea of playing some Cyberpunk.
One day, Dave.
One day. One day. Well, I think eventually we'll have like a whole warband painted up. A whole gang.
And then you'll just have to play it.
Yep. I'll have no excuse. That'll be fine. Oh. Be careful, Simking. I might go to ludicrous speed. I'm hoping that's what Sumkey was referencing. James is painting his Trimaran. Bithtron is painting their Escher gang. going to use it in Grimdark from One Page Rules. So yeah, there's a group called One Page Rules, and they do, wait for it, games where the rules fit on one page.
Amazing.
Yep. So it should be very interesting. I haven't looked at the Grimdark stuff yet, but if there's only one page, I think I'll be able to read it. Be good. But yeah, Bithron would love to see your minis. If you aren't on Facebook and can't post them in the Facebook group, there's a link on Twitch, isn't there? So there's a link on the Twitch page where you can submit some photos for next week's showing of group photos. So definitely be cool. Just says not painting, packed up stuff, preparation for move, studio is closed. All of those things sound absolutely terrible to me. Each of them, all 4 of those things. I do not envy you right now, Josh Potter. All the best. I hope the move goes smoothly and you can unpack your stuff and be painting very soon. Dave Mulpey is painting minis from Clank, Upper Management Pack. We painted some of those.
We did.
We did, a while ago. I can't remember exactly when. But,
And then we gave them away.
Did we?
Yes.
That's
We
why
do
I can't
that
remember
sometimes.
exactly when. I always try and block those out. Speaking of giveaway,
Oh?
should we give away my gin from last week?
I think we should.
Should we do that, Leona? Impromptu
Sure.
giveaway?
Right now?
It was like this wasn't part of the schedule.
It wasn't. Do you want to do it now? Do you want to do it next week? Or when do you want to
Yes,
do it?
that's fine.
Okay. We'll do it now.
Oh, do you
gonna
want me
grab
to?
it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no.
Do
That's cool.
it.
I got to grab it. There we go.
I
Should I
feel
pop? I'll pop it on the spinner. And do a little adjustment. Maybe. That's okay.
Okay, now we need a fun hashtag.
We do need a fun hashtag to throw in
Hashtag
the
dual wielding.
thing.
Hashtag dizzy from all of that spinning.
Okay, just so we don't miss anybody, Sean Gleason is painting Lumineth. Arizona Sith Lord is trying to do some batch painting on 6 Space Marine Rhinos. That is a lot of APCs to be painting all at the same time. So all the best with that. Bithron said they are in the group. They've just not posted much at the moment. That's absolutely fine. Yes, Josh, they are terrible. All of those things are terrible. Mike G is painting up some core space minis. Maybe not Cyberpunk proper, but close enough. Yep, very sort of hard sci-fi, I guess. But yeah, very cool. Somebody who's going to randomize the pile of shame and roll a D100. That's a good idea. That's a way to work through it. Definitely cool. And Byron is painting the town red. Hooray! Enjoy your celebrations, Byron. I said gin. Gin. I did not say. I'm not giving away my chin. You'll have to go to Australia to find that. Stuck to a parking garage sign. But yes, so this guy, we painted him, or I guess I painted him up last week. Gretchen painted up somebody completely different. So let's give him away.
Yeah,
What
so-
will be the?
What I'll do is I'll have the giveaway open until 8:30.
Okay.
And then I can call a winner at that point.
Okay, cool.
So they just need to put in your hashtag, Dave.
Okay, what's the hashtag going to be?
I said hashtag dual wielding.
Okay, hashtag dual wielding. That would be DUAL wielding. So hashtag dual wielding.
Hashtag do just Yu-Gi-Oh it. Heard I said hashtag just all the D's.
All the
How do you
Ds.
spell
Du- 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 du-
wielding?
You've not
Wielding?
seen Yu-Gi-Oh. You don't get that joke, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Wielding is WIELDING.
The people doing the hashtag have Google.
They do. I was just trying to make it easy for them. Some cases just gin rummy. But, and Roger Moore is painting Hercules. Last week, Roger painted up, or during the week, painted up Ramses. I think on the show last week, Roger was painting Ramses and ended up looking fantastic. I suspect we might have it later in the show.
Quite possibly.
We'll see. Excellent.
Yes, I
And
have that one.
Somkey confirms my spelling of wielding. Yep. Jeff is finally painting the cloud giant that he got from a Penny Happy Minis giveaway. Very cool. Nice one, Jeff. Makes us feel good, knowing that they're all getting painted.
We always hope they go to happy little homes.
Yep. Indeed. So that's cool. Good to see that a lot of people are painting out there as well. Listening to our chatter, our stories about brushes with death.
We keep it entertaining.
Indeed.
We can't let you get bored while you're painting. No,
This is true.
that would be rude of us.
It would indeed. Okay. Just doing a little bit of highlighting there on the mask. Decided not to go with the grey mask because it would have sort of blended too much with the shirt. So they kind of got a bit of a tan kind of mask going on. I might just give that a little bit of a highlight. So that's using charred brown as the base, highlighting with beige brown. And I'm just going to throw a little bit of ivory in for that final highlight on there. It's amazing how after like 10 months of a pandemic that I can paint the way that the lines would stretch on a mask like that. All the things we've learned. So there we go. Looking good. I'm really, at the moment, I'm just avoiding doing that plaid.
I'm done with my camo.
You've done with your camera?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm trying to get all my little details on the rest of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I still need to fix that mask because right now it is one heck of a bright blue. It's like a little smurf. But everything else turned out pretty okay.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, one of the other things I might do is paint a little slogan on the back of the vest here. Anyone wants to throw in an idea into the chat for a cool Cyberpunk slogan?
So, Dave, you need a Cyberpunk slogan.
A Cyberpunk slogan, yeah.
Best gets to go on your jacket.
Gets to be painted on the back of the jacket here, back of the vest.
If you got to choose your own jacket slogan in a cyberpunk utopia, well, not utopia, dystopia, what would you do?
What would you choose?
What are your fashion choices? If you could wear anything at all on the back of your jacket.
Eat at Joe's. Dual wield. I'm not sure. Was that a follow-on from the hashtag? There, Arizona Sith Lord. Oh wait, brushes with death sounds like a grim dark mini painting vlog.
Great.
That is awesome. That will be good. I'm gonna have somebody on it each week who has had a brush with death.
While we're painting minis.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's perfect, really.
it is. It is. I love it. Oh, store logo. Cool. Okay. I'm not sure which one I'd go with. We'll give it a little bit longer. Anybody else wants to add that in? I'm going with the, I think with the black grenade launcher. Very paramilitary kind of look there. I'm almost getting to that stage where I have to do the plaid shirt. Should I keep doing it?
Yes, you should definitely keep doing the plaid.
Okay, I'm going to switch to where's my tiny brush? Oh, there it is. My tiniest of tiny brushes. So for this work, both the plaid on the shirt and the sorry. Yep, there we go. So this is a Citadel Artificer layer brush, extra small. So it's nice and small. It's fairly short bristles as well, so you can get a lot of control over that for painting these fine lines. So we're going to do first for the plaid. So on this plaid, just show on the screen there again. Oh. There we go. There we go. So it has intersecting lines. I think where the lines intersect, it's black, but the others are like a black weave mixed with red through there. So the way I'm going to do that for that plaid is take some of the dark red that I've got here that I based the shirt in, and I think that the dark red is actually Cavalry Brown. I'm going to mix in some black with that to darken it up, but not make it completely black. And then I can start painting the lines. What I'm going to do here is start from the center and work my way out as kind of we get those folds, and the edges will be sort of pulled up around the side there. It looks a little bit darker than I was hoping for, so I'm going to mix a little bit more of the Cavalry Brown into there. Then I can just come back and highlight that. Cool. James is suggesting the Flying Tigers from World War II. Arizona Sith Lord, Brush with Death. Josh Potter, This Space for Rent. Bithshon, Eyes and New. I'm guessing there's a reference there, but I'm not sure what it is. You'll have to let us know. Byron says Brush Lickers. Skullbite. And James says he's had 3 brushes with death in his lifetime. I hope they all taught you something. My brush with death, I learnt that I shouldn't try to lower myself down off anything, because I am going to fall and maybe die. I think it's important, if you're going to have them, you should definitely be taking something away. I always like to say I never make the same mistake twice. All of my mistakes are all different. They're all different. That's a lie, of course.
They're different variations of the same mistake.
No. I'd really try not to make the same mistake. The mistakes can be wildly different from week to week. So there we go. That second mix is probably looking a lot better. Of course, the reason I'm painting the entire line down in a stripe like this is so I can then come back across and do them perpendicular. And then whenever they join, I'll be able to just do a dot of black in that spot where they join. And I'll paint down the sleeves here. When you don't have a lot of space to work with, here, you can make those lines a little bit thinner as well than they might have been on the back. And I am making them a little bit darker, just so that they'll stand out better, because there aren't as many of them. There we go. Are we seeing, picking up, maybe not on the, can't see it too well on the camera for the sleeves, but let me get back around to the back.
I gave my person Adidas.
You did?
Yeah.
Cool. Did you paint like 3 tiny stripes?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You can kind of tell.
I must admit, I didn't actually think what color I'd
Yeah.
paint
Oh,
the
little
shoes.
Tiny Adidas.
Okay.
You can't live in a dystopia without good sneakers.
Yeah. It does make it easier. It does make it easier when you can trust your shoes to get you where you want to go. Yeah.
Kicks.
I got nothing.
Yeah. I used to have a pair like that, except they had pink stripes.
Pink stripes?
Yep.
What are these ones?
They're just white.
Okay. White. Oh, white stripes on
Yeah,
black.
classic Adidas. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, gotta get them. Not too flashy. I mean,
I think on a, like, I think it's about 32 mil scale, 32 millimeter miniature. You don't want to go too flashy with your Adidas. That's just fine. Okay. How are we looking? I think it's almost time for us to check out the second batch of minis from the Facebook group.
yeah.
Should we do that, Leona?
Yep.
Cool.
Yes, sirree, Bob.
Woohoo! Let's do that, and then when we come back, I'll be able to do these final lines in the. I'm pretty sure I will go with Brush with Death on the
I like
back.
that. You could do a paintbrush on the back as well. You could have like 2 paintbrushes, like brush with death. I mean, I'm just saying, if you really want to challenge.
You say like cross
Yeah.
paintbrushes, a skull, and then brush with death.
Yeah, like all
Perfect.
the
Sounds great. Yes, let's totally do that.
I would put that on our T-shirt. Anyway,
Anyway,
this looks great.
sorry. Just before we jump in to look at Josh's mini, James said he was hit with a 1,000K generator, blew up in his face, hit a guardrail at 70 miles per hour on a motorcycle, and rolled a car 7 times. 7 times is impressive, James. Good work.
You should stop doing that.
I suggest he has. So that only happened to him once. So good work. I'm glad they were all different things. Yes. But moving on to Josh's mini. So this is the Thunderbolt Mountain Ralpatha Legacy. Which
I
is Sir
like
Tarquin.
that shade of red.
Yeah.
All of the armor bits.
Yeah? You like it?
Yes, it's a good shade of red.
It is a good shade of
Yeah.
red. I'm a big fan. I like that the like the crescent on his chest has a like a bluish tinge to it.
Yeah, it stands out really nice.
Yeah, so because there's so much red there, which is warm, having that little pop of blue.
It also
well,
is
pale blue
kind of
there.
the same kind of silvery blue pop that you get at some of the highlighting.
Yeah, up on the top of the helmet there and on the edge of the
I
elbow.
feel like does a good job drawing your eye all around the miniature.
Yeah, definitely cool. Nice work, Josh. Looks good. Oh, Keith Compton, She-Hulk from Marvel Crisis Protocol. I did not know they'd done a She-Hulk.
You did not?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
now
pretty
you
cool.
do. Surprise.
Nice.
Knowing is
Marvel Crisis Protocol. I'm also wearing down on getting some. I might put together like an Avengers crew or something like that. I'm not sure.
good. She-Hulk.
I could get She-Hulk. But Keith's done a great job here. I'm a huge fan. I think the highlighting on the skin has been done really nicely. It's got a lot of depth. It's got that sort of that active sheen as well. She's
She looks sweaty,
been getting sweaty. Yeah.
but like in a good way, not in a gross way.
No, like she's been very like active.
Yes.
Yes. It's not just really hot, sort of thing. But no, looking good, and I think her uniform looks cool, too.
I like that he chose to dirty the uniform up.
Yeah.
Because not everyone does that. And it's like they're fighting. She's throwing stuff. She's rolling around on the dirt.
There's
How
lots
does the
of
white
dust.
Stay white?
Yes. Why will not stay white? For sure.
So I think that's just a nice added, like, it's a small detail, but I feel like it's a very, very good detail to have.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely sets the scene. But yeah, nice work, Keith. Looks great. Oh, no worries. Oh, Keith Schuttermeyer. His tribe of lizard men. These look
me.
very cool.
That's just that's a portrait.
Fun?
That's all three of my lizards, all three of my velociraptors in a trench coat.
Oh, right. Put all three of these together and you get Gretchen.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say that
If you just stack them up, that's
the color that Keith has used on the sort of the hood piece for the upright lizard
Yeah.
is very similar to
It's almost
your hair
hair
color at the
color,
moment. Yeah. I think, yep, you're totally right. These are the three lizards that are in your trench coat that make Gretchen. With a whip. Yep. All that talk of never using a whip. But no, these are looking really good, Keith. I really, particularly liking the shading on the green. That very bright, vibrant highlight green, but then sort of giving it that depth with the darker, less saturated, more desaturated green. But yeah, looking very cool. Nice one. And Josh says, where there's a whip, there's a way. Fantastic. Kelly's done some great work here on the Star Wars Legion Chewbacca with that awesome bowcaster.
I really like it's gonna sound really weird, but the highlighting on like the knees especially
Yep.
really brings that fur texture and has that same kind of like specific fur highlighting you would see in like Yorkies and
All right. Yep.
like other tan and black dogs and animals that
Yep.
I feel like Chewbacca's fur is based off of.
Yeah, I think
Do
you're
you know
right.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
That
exactly.
Specific highlighting, because the fur is two different colors when you look at it, when you
Yep.
part it, anyways, and that gives it that effect.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. Yeah, Kelly's done a great job here. I think it has the model as well has quite a bit of texture for the fur, but it isn't like super fine, every hair sort of picked down in the texture. But I think Kelly's done a fantastic job here of accentuating that as well. Those larger sort of clumps of fur. But no, you're right. The coloration that Kelly's gone with is very cool. And yeah, I just love the highlighting. Nice work, Kelly. Good one. Oh, Matthew Karpus, painting up a Bulgarian for bolt action. Pardon? Hashtag bolt action. No, very cool as well. Bulgarian forces you don't see a lot of those on wargaming tables. But I think one of the key points, key differences is that the uniform, so their equipment was all provided by the Germans, but their uniforms are that brown with the dark brown with almost a pinkish kind of, it's like a very reddish tone to the brown. So
Almost like it has a filter. Almost like it has a filter.
almost like a filter, like a rosy filter over it. But yeah, so I think I expect when they faded, you get a lot more of that sort of pinkish kind of feel. But yeah, I know they're definitely brown. But yeah, Matthew's done a great job there of pulling that color out. Burgundy, not quite burgundy. I guess between burgundy and a dark brown. Something like. Of course, I'm going to talk about Charred Brown from the Vallejo range. Oh yeah, it would. Yeah, it would definitely, the dye would be the reason for the color, for sure. But, so not quite burgundy, but more brown. So a little bit more black and orange in there. But yeah, looking very cool, Matthew. Nice work. Cool. Who's next? Oh, McAllen, painting up some aliens from Gale Force 9. Fantastic. Yeah, these look really nice. I think it's the colors you've chosen and everything there has really got that pseudo metallic kind of sheen that they have. And of course, I love the black, the shiny black dome at the front of the head. Yeah, these are looking good. One of the things I'm really liking as well is because they are that sort of monochrome color or approach through there. Lots of black and white. The basing, throwing in some greens and some oranges color for that sort of rusty decaying kind of look, or acid eaten, looking very nice there. Yep, good work, Mick. Here it is. Woohoo! Rogers Ramses II from Monumental. Roger, who did you say you were painting this time around? Hercules. Okay, so next week we'll see Hercules. Very cool. But lots of fantastic work on this one. There are quite a few large, sort of flatter areas, I think, with that, pardon me, the blue robes and cloak, the wood of the staff. But in the other areas, Roger's done a great job of really sort of punching up the contrast on them. The gold belt around his waist, his abs there, obviously, is really standing out. And the sort of the trim around the bottom of the robes. It's all looking very cool. Nice work, Roger. Looks great. Oh, Ryan's painted up this cool fighter. It's got a bit of a gladiator kind of feel, gladiatorial feel. It does. With the sort of the armor down one side, the shoulder, the scale mail, and the scale mail sleeve and scale mail sort of
stocking
leg there.
Said stocking.
Stocking. Yep.
I would hate to have to keep that up. As someone who's like worn scale mail, I feel like that would just be difficult.
I think there's a little. I think there's a little
garter.
Just like a little leather strap there that attaches to the belt.
That's
so I
what
guess
that
kind
would
of
be called.
that's like the leather strap.
Yeah.
It's not one it's not one that goes around the leg, but just up. Sure. Let's go with garter then. I believe you. I believe you. Yeah. I don't know anything about clothing, obviously, but I'm saying, just look at me. But no, I think it looks great. I love that. Love that blue. This looks very, very cool. You can see this guy in a fantasy gladiatorial arena, ready to take on all comers. This would be the champion, for sure. Sean says War Duke from D&D. But yeah. Oh, but this is a female, so War Duchess. Cool. Not sure. Very cool. Nice work, Ryan. Excellent. Oh, and Teddy has painted a Yeti warrior.
I love its face.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just looks like screaming. It's just running at you, just roaring ferociously.
It sounds like sort of King Kong kind of mouth with the huge canines in there. But one of the other things I love here as well is that he hasn't just gone with a bone or a blue-white kind of look. It's a very definitely blue fur, which looks very cool. And then having that sort of ombre down to the dark blue black at the end of the hands. Looks very cool. Nice work, Teddy. Excellent. Okay, and William's last one. William has painted up or just finished a Gunslinger. He's about to run. No. Wonder what he's going to run the Gunslinger in. I didn't see this post in the group. But it is looking cool. There's another example of dual wielding.
It's going to become an inside joke now.
Yeah, it will be.
Every time we see it, dual wielding.
Dual wielding for inside joke for the Penny Happy Little Minis late show.
Late show.
You
But
hold 2 cups, dual wielding.
yeah.
That's how I take my coffee every morning.
Wait, I'll sit here and 2 brushes. That'd be the worst paint job ever. But no, he's done a great job here. I think it's interesting that he's sort of picked similar colors to what we've gone with.
He could match.
That so maybe perhaps it's for a cyberpunk game or sci-fi. But yeah, looking very cool. Loving that the blue is popping just that little bit more. Everything else is kind of subdued. It's looking good. Nice and neat. Excellent. Thanks, William. Ooh, no worries. Sometimes the owner goes to sleep on us. She's actually an AI.
It is.
And
true.
she's in sleep mode. She goes into sleep mode. We have to nudge her out.
It's true.
It's true? I was just making that up.
I'm going to toss her over to you.
Oh my goodness, I put her on the
Do you want me
spinner.
to?
Yeah, because I don't really think I can do anything more with her without severely messing up somewhere.
Do you want me to
Okay.
grab it?
Ready?
Okay.
Ready?
It is late for me.
Oh!
You're right,
Good
Cicone.
job.
It's just that when it's nighttime, I'm a little slower. So you need to give me a 2-second
I'm
response.
so happy for all of this show, and then I go home and I immediately pass out and go to bed. I'm not a nighttime person.
Welcome back, Kat. Thanks.
Fantastic.
But yeah.
Oh,
Thanks,
also,
Kat.
real quick, before I show Gretchen's, did you want me to announce the winner
Yes.
of the
Sure,
giveaway?
yes.
Which
Of
I'm
the,
not exactly sure how I'm going to get their info, so just work with me, people. Drum roll, please. AZ Sith Lord Mofo, you are the winner of the gin giveaway.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! I'm going to
Cool.
message you on
Twitch?
and give you the email that you can send your
And they're
address
in the
details
chat and
to.
ready to go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I'm
that
gonna-
makes you easy to track down.
Awesome.
And
Fantastic.
then we will look at, now we're
gonna look at Zoner 2.
Gretchen's friend. And by friend, I mean miniature.
I mean, miniature.
And as we all know,
With the
you are
sweet, sweet
friends.
Adidas.
With the sweet, sweet Adidas and a pretty awesome camouflage,
Camo jacket.
like bomber jacket going on there with studs on the back.
Excellent.
'Cause
All right.
Fashion.
Perfect.
There we
Oh, it's a
go.
little blurry, sorry.
Yes.
Sometimes in Cyberpunk land, the pick capture is not always the best.
It's a little better.
Enhance. 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 Sorry.
Dave should
Yep.
have your info? Wait, what's
I'm
your
glad
real
that
name?
camera worked out.
Ah.
Otherwise,
For sure. We'll get Leona to contact you anyway. Anyway, Dave. Cool. But yeah, looking good. I think if you were to paint some thin stripes, very like super thin stripes down those pants, they would look like corduroy. They would be like fantastic corduroy pants.
they they do kind of look like. I can't say that word very well. Fun fact about me.
Yeah.
I cannot pronounce that word.
Sure. Well,
So
let's
I'm
just
not gonna do that on camera.
let's just go without the stripes then. Let's not do the corduroy pants. Cool. But I think that would have been awesome. No, you do have a lot of textures going on there anyway,
I do
as
have
it
a lot
is
of
with the.
textures.
with
But
the
no,
camo
that
on
would
there.
look really cool. They definitely, with the dry brushing, look like they have a little bit of a sheen to them. Not a sheen, a velvet almost.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep. No, they
I'd
definitely
see
look
that.
cool. I think it's a great choice.
yeah. Her
And yeah,
hair
the
is
Adidas look
shinier than
awesome.
Anticipated, but that's fine.
Yeah. Excellent.
You know those shiny ski masks?
Yeah.
It's rainproof, really, is what it is.
I have. Actually, I think perhaps in our cases here we might have some matte varnish, some brush on matte varnish,
Probably do.
so we can go with
I
that.
didn't even notice the whole time that that case was also on my side of the plexiglass.
Right? You just thought it was a reflection.
I know. I was like, I might get all the minis,
some
but
lovely-
Dave gets all the paints.
Nope, you have one on your side too. But yeah, cool. Okay,
Awesome.
I'm going to take this.
It should be dry.
Oh no, I was just giving the other chance to switch angles. There we go. I'll toss it back.
And it popped off. I don't know where the other bit is.
Oh no,
It's off the base.
that wasn't me. It wasn't me. It all happened on the other end.
mini is fine though. The mini is
Mini is fine.
is doing a great job. I didn't kill the mini with my.
Sorry. Sorry for that.
I found it.
There we go. Okay, cool. So after the show, we'll be able to glue it back onto the base.
Yes.
It'll be fine.
It'll be good.
Okay.
The Adidas are safe.
So
It
here
actually
we
even
go.
stands right back up when I set it down.
I'm going to take the
That's
next.
better than spilling paint.
Yep. So now I'm on to painting the perpendicular stripes on the
You
back.
can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah.
Like the big Pinterest thing was making your own buffalo plaid on pumpkins.
Wait, did you see Sumkey's comment? No need for baseless accusations on who broke the mini.
Listen, I caught the mini.
It was all on camera, right? It was all on camera. The mini went. The base went with the mini when it left my hand. Somewhere in between here and there.
I caught it. That was all that was required of me.
Yep. Excellent.
It's all
There we
good.
go.
It's fine.
Okay. Oh. There we go. Okay. So we've got that there. And now we get to
I'm
go along.
saying if all the Pinterest moms could paint pumpkins to look like they were buffalo plaid,
Okay.
you can paint that flannel on a mini.
Yeah, because
It's the same thing.
it's the same size.
Yeah.
It's just like a pumpkin, Dave.
And
just
you're
like
better than a Pinterest mom. You can do it. I believe in you. If you were to put a recipe up for paint, you wouldn't give us a 3-paragraph long backstory beforehand.
I'd think about it. Okay.
Mini elevator for the plexiglass. That would be fun. We should just have a drone for Leona to.
A drone. I was going to suggest like a little train.
Oh, a
that just
little
went
train
around.
would be
We
cute.
do need
That would
a
be
train
that'd
garden.
Be so Mr. Rogers' neighborhood of us.
Yes.
Aw, Leona, can we get a train? Is that in the budget?
Yes.
Train
Train
garden.
budget.
I just
We could
looked and
paint
we
it.
have a train budget.
We could paint it.
It's like line 7, isn't it? In the budget. 2021 purchase train garden.
I
Fun-
love it.
Fun fact: Longwood Gardens, over the Christmas period, huge train setup.
I think.
I have a catalog. I have a catalog. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I have a
Amazing.
catalog.
I didn't
We
know
should-
that.
We should do that.
Yep.
The next Kickstarter I do.
There we go.
I would paint a train. I would do
You'd
that.
paint
I
a
bet
train?
you they have really cheap ones that you can get for like from the Christmas season.
Oh, yeah.
And you just buy extra train tracks.
Yep.
And it'll just choo-choo around.
Exactly.
Hey, Gretchen.
there we
could,
go. Oh.
You line up the paint bottles that you used,
I can line up the
like
paint
on your
bottles that I
like around your
use.
palette, because then
I can, and you know how easy that is when all of them are flat?
very easy.
Is that it? Is that all?
There was a blue.
There it is.
That's the flat blue. And then I had, where's that tan that I had? I think it was this tan. Not all of them were the flat ones, just like most of the flat. No. This tan was flat.
Shout
It
out
was
to
flat.
Vallejo for sponsoring this episode.
Yep.
We got to use lots of their lovely colors today.
Indeed.
And then I used smoke to make it slightly darker for her skin tone. Oh, there she goes. It's fine. She's good. She's quick on her feet. This should be it. And I hit you later. That was I don't make puns, but when I do.
Yep.
That's a lie. I make a lot of puns.
There we go.
There they all are.
Ta-da.
Woohoo!
That's all I used. And then a bit of white.
What's that? That's 10 paints plus white.
Yeah. And this
Very
is black.
cool.
This is just black right here.
Oh.
So. Yep.
Arizona Sith Lord says, did Gretchen's mic die? She's very quiet on the Twitch stream.
Do I need to be louder? I can, in fact, be louder. I can attempt that. I can speak from my diaphragm. And Leona's checking me, though, because am I just short? I might just be short.
Oh, you might have been looking away from the microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll talk up. Like I'm recording my next hit single. We've talked about
Awesome.
that. I come up with really great songs that I feel like should be on the Painting Happy Little Minis soundtrack that we don't have.
We should, totally we should need to get one of those together.
Oh, hi from Mexico. Hi.
Hey, Mauricio.
Excellent. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. What are you painting?
For folks like Mauricio who might just be joining us now, tonight we've been working on Cyberpunk minis from Monster Fight Club. And we'll get this in
And I
focus in a
broke
sec.
mine, but that's okay because this is a no judgment.
No judgment zone. Okay, so yeah, I've been working on this one here, the Combat Grenade Launcher. Coming along there.
Might actually go back and touch up that that mask a little bit too.
But at the moment, I'm just going through and adding some some highlights on the leather pouch here, and I'll do it around the other side to the holster. Give it that worn kind of look.
That cracked leather kind of feel. I'm a big fan of how that looks on minis.
I got some glue from my Adidas.
Hmm?
I got some glue for the Adidas on my mini to
Oh, cool.
glue her back down.
Fantastic.
I was kind of.
And then we won't throw her anywhere. She can remain earthbound.
Please leave all minis on the
desk.
earth. Also, Mauricio
No minis
said
to
they're
travel.
painting Overlord Dwarf.
Overlord
Alright,
Dwarf.
So I'm just
Cool.
not gonna touch her anymore. With it. Yeah, soundtrack. I've come up with so many cool song ideas. I've told them all to Leona.
I haven't heard any of them, so I am currently incredibly worried.
You should be.
They never happen.
They're Dave, you're gonna feature on at least 3.
Oh yeah,
You-
you're definitely on my.
You had the
track,
perfect
Dave.
opportunity there to go, you will be. You will be. Oh, is this where you're going to take like clips of us from the show? And mix them together? Oh my goodness. That's going to be
It's
terrible.
called a remix.
I wanted to do a Poke Rap, except instead of Pokemon, I wanted it to be all of the Vallejo paint colors.
Yeah.
Just the pause.
Just to read them.
Have you ever heard the Pokemon rap?
I have not.
Okay, well, that's lost on you. But
Yes.
my people in the chat, like, I don't have it out of my brain yet. It is an idea that I have thought, that would be a great idea.
has to
and
be
I've
composed.
Just told Leona. If people were interested in that idea, I would sit down one day and write out all of the Vallejo colors and hope that I could put my English major to use. Rely on my strong bard energy.
Indeed.
And then I would hand Dave a script because it's a duet. The Poke Rap is a duet.
Okay.
Were you not aware of that? Probably not. That's okay.
But apparently you've got to catch them all. Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Gotta catch 'em all. That's all you
That's
have
part
to
of
like,
the-
but you
that's
have
the
to say
theme.
gotta like paint them all because it would be a Vallejo paint parody.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you do the Vallejo paint song in the form of the country's song from Animania? That would also work. That would also. Oh man, it depends on how clever I was with rhyming things. But yeah, if you can get a list and find like the full list of Vallejo paints, I'm sure we could get that. If we contacted Vallejo and said, the host of the show wants to do something silly and whimsical.
Yes.
So I've just gone through and painted
Brush with death.
on the back. And when you see it on the spinning, you'll see why there was no room for skull and cross brushes.
You crushed my dreams. That's okay though.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Maybe I'll put it on the back of the helmet. But I have also just realized maybe I won't get a chance to do that. I need to paint the boots.
Oh my gosh. Now I'm just thinking of, now I have the country song from the Animaniacs stuck in my head.
I'm going to have to look that one up as well, aren't I?
Oh gosh, Dave, you're out of touch. That wasn't even the night. I mean, it was the 90s, but it was also, I'm pretty sure, like the 80s. And they just came back.
Keep forgetting. I'm foreign.
I'm sure they weren't in Australia.
Oh, that is fair.
No, they would have been around during the time when I was also
Discovering alcohol. So,
That's all the more reason why you should know who they are.
yeah?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Nah.
Oh.
There we go. Okay, I'm just going to leave the boots
Black there because we're...
close to there. Maybe I can highlight them. Maybe. Sort of fix up the mask a little bit.
I'm not touching mine because I'm afraid if I touch her, I'll break her.
Right.
She's
Oh, dear.
sitting on her glue. Oh.
Okay. Let's get this a little bit lighter. This is almost going to be the same color as your mask.
My mask is...
I keep calling it a mask, but really it's a gaiter. Neck gaiter
That's fair.
is what they're called. But I think that works a little bit better.
I feel like if I had...
A little bit more of a...
Invisible Man kind of vibe there.
I feel like I kind of want to put pins like the little buttons that you get at like conventions and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Put them on little patches. But I feel like that would also kind of be really busy.
Right. Well, I don't think that'd be a problem.
Gator, goiter.
Is that? No, gator, gator, or
Actions.
gordia.
Alligator.
The one in the middle. The one in the middle. Yep. I think that'd be good.
That would be cool. Okay. I'm just going through and touching up some of the, well, adding some red to the red squares on the buffalo plaid. Yeah,
You've learned a new type
New
of
thing.
plaid,
I have.
is what you've learned. Now you know
So I'll
what
have
that's
to include
called.
that
if,
all the time.
if you ever need
Bye,
to find
James.
buffalo plaid again in your life.
Bye, James.
Oh, bye.
Need to be up at 4:40 a.m.
That's a
That
horrible
sounds-
time to be up.
It is.
Why?
It
I
is.
say that. I used to have to get up at 3 for a job. I understand that life.
Right.
That was not a fun time. I don't have that job anymore.
There we go. Almost done.
You can do
Just some
it.
last little bits. I can do it. I know. Almost there.
I like how dainty your little blobs of paint look on your
Yeah.
wet palette and how blobby mine look. Because I'm just like, oh, get the paint out there.
Throw it out there. Yeah. Well, so usually it's because I don't know exactly how many paints I am gonna end up using. So
Nope.
try to keep it.
I think the only
Another
thing
type,
that I do as far as, not so much on this one, but in like my larger palettes, is I'll organize colors on, with like colors together.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll actually have some kind of organization going on there. So I'll have all my, basically just the rainbow around the
Right.
question. How often do you use shades or washes? Pretty often, I'd say, on the show we've used shades
Yeah.
or washes, or made washes out of other paints.
Yep. When we used to do the shows, we used to do 2 1-hour shows a week. I know I avoided using washes because as soon as you put a wash down, you got to
You
wait for it to dry. But now that we have 2-hour shows, we've got opportunities to use washes as well. Didn't use any for this one because we were starting from a dark base, but yeah, we use them quite a bit. And in my personal painting, I definitely use them a lot.
A lot of sepia washes. I feel like a lot of the browns.
Yep, a lot of browns, that sort of thing. For a lot of the minis I've been doing lately for the flesh tones, because I'm going for very pale, yet slightly bruised kind of flesh tones. I've been using washes for those. But
And I think we used blue once for like underwater. I don't know if it was back when Rick was still on the show.
yeah,
We were doing like a big underwater thing, and we used blue wash for it, so everything kind of had that underwater spooky vibe.
yeah, for sure.
So definitely have used them a lot.
Indeed. Oh, hang on. We'll say it.
You know
last bit.
what
There we go.
that reminds me of?
What's that remind you of?
Hey Arnold. Not that you know, but Leona does the jacket, the plaid. Yes.
Yeah, it
Leona
does.
was
Yeah,
from
sorry.
Okay.
It took
my
me a moment.
generation.
2-second
But
delay.
yeah, just the plaid. Everything.
Okay, yeah.
No, I like it though.
And
it
there we
took
go.
up all of it.
Brush with death. Yeah!
Excellent.
So metal.
Your handwriting is always so nice.
It's a bit of practice, but yeah, let's just go back to that. The don't it too far. But yeah, I think I'd like to go back and touch up the plaid a little bit as well. But I think it works okay.
Yeah.
But I think it might work better if it had some thin white lines, like very thin white lines through it, just to switch that plaid up a little bit.
Make it a little bit more crisp.
Yeah, yeah, that's probably it. Maybe just along the top edge of each of those. But that's something that you can do. Just a little bit of practice. But yeah, very happy. I think it's a she actually.
Yep.
I've been
it is.
calling her he.
there you go. I think she turned out great. Very happy with her brush with death. Firing off a grenade launcher now. But excellent. Thumbs up on the plaid from Byron. Thank you very much. Sean says both minis came out nice. Indeed.
Good, because I'm not going.
You're not going back to it? Except for that matte varnish on the...
Yeah, I heard,
on the ski
that's
mask,
a little
right?
shiny, but you know, it's a look. Like this whole
The whole thing's a look.
the whole thing's
Fantastic.
a look. It's fine.
It's not a knitted ski mask. It's a latex ski mask.
That's fine. That would be so uncomfortable
It
in
would,
the
wouldn't it?
dystopia. That would that'd be not practical at all.
Awesome. But yeah.
So, ending on a pun. I'm sure
Yep.
that grenade launcher is a blast.
The base really pulls it all together. Thank you very much, Curry187. You're totally correct. It's the important thing to do. You don't want to leave any sort of scrappy bits. Paint it black at the end.
Looks nice.
Awesome.
Nice. Oh,
Very cool.
my goodness.
Okay,
Right.
so yeah, those have been miniatures from the Cyberpunk range from Monster Fight Club. So you can check them out at monsterfightclub.com.
And we all used Vallejo paints for
For all of
this
them.
whole, yeah.
There are all my paints here.
Which ones did you use, Dave? Oh,
I use all my usual ones.
all the usual.
Black, white, dark grey, light grey, charred brown, beige brown, ivory, cavalry brown, bloody red. I didn't use any metallics.
I feel like we just need a list of most common Dave painting colors.
Yeah, they'll always be the same. But I used some light flesh as well to mix into the charred brown for that, for the little damage around the edge of the leather pouch.
Ah, so it looks nice and worn.
Yep. So cool.
Awesome. We've done it. We completed minis this time.
We did.
Good job.
Hooray.
Kudos for us. Right.
That's cool.
Make sure if you're not part of the Painting Happy Little Minis Facebook page, you go over right now, this very second. Right now. Don't care what you were doing before. Now you're gonna go on Facebook and you're gonna click like to join the page. You're gonna join us on Facebook.
Yep.
You're gonna do that.
That would be cool.
That way you can always watch us on Painting Happy Little Minis and take part in any of our giveaways that happen either during the show or on Facebook, like a lot of them do.
Yep.
Because that's where we typically post up the winners. So yeah, that's it for tonight. Do you have anything else to add?
Not at all.
All right then. In that case, we'll see you next time on Painting Happy Little Minis. And
Late show.
The Late Late Show. And we'll see you at your friendly local game store.
Bye.
That beat.